So, Miss Charisse, how's life for you?
Life is lifing.
Life is life. What do that mean?
Life is lifing. Um, what is life?
What is life? That's the question.
Let's see. Life is what you make it, and that's not just a cliche. It's not the old school song. It is really what you make it. Life is a mindset, and sometimes we can get caught up into the whole woe is me, life is this, life is that. But I feel like it's what you make it. It's your mindset about things, it's how you approach things, it's your strategies, it's the tools that you use to maneuver.
I like that. Well said.
Thank you.
I think it had a lot to do with your self esteem again, the way you was raised, your household, the school you came from. Like, is all everything that helps you understand who you are. But if you live in a fake world, if you live in social media, if you live with low self esteem, then you never reach out to either reach your goals or you don't even have goals or ideas because you're afraid people are going to laugh at you. You're afraid you're going to fail, but you never tried. So you failed already.
And now
Like,
you're saying life.
it's
Oh,
hard.
life, it's hard. It's challenging. I can't catch a break. That's a mindset.
And most people find out that life is hard only because financial reasons. They're in debt. They always trying to keep up with the Joneses. They always trying to look good for someone that don't even care about them. Then life get extremely hard because you're working just to pay a bill. Then you still trying to catch up. You're still not where you want to be. So how do you make life easier?
Change your mindset about things.
I guess that go back to the IM program, huh?
Here we go. I'm on plug I am.
Yeah.
Yes, understanding who you are, loving yourself, being confident in yourself. No one is perfect. I think sometimes we are our worst critics. And we have to understand that we're human, you make mistakes. And instead of dwelling on those mistakes and almost giving up, I feel like it's a lesson to be learned. My favorite rap artist is Jay Z. Sorry. I love Jay Z. And one of his most impactful quotes um, that impacted me is he says that it's never, whenever he makes a mistake, he doesn't look at it as a loss. It's always a win because it's a lesson learned. So I always go back to that when I feel like I just want to give up. And it's like, no, I learned a lesson. Now I know what not to do, or now I know how to do things differently the next time. So it's not a loss. It's just a lesson learned.
It's definitely, I mean, no one is perfect. As you say, you're always going to make mistakes, but you use those mistakes. You learn from every mistake you make. The more mistakes you make, the better you get. The more you watch people, the more you listen to people, you learn from everyone you're around. Everybody you see. People think that you can't be with someone because they're a dummy. But you can learn from a dummy. What is a dummy? A dummy is somebody that don't like the ideas you like, don't give you the confidence that you need, just because someone don't see things your way, you don't like them. Now they dummy, they're stupid. Like our whole mindset is it's crazy.
hmm Definitely the mindset has to change. We have to first start learning to love ourselves, flaws and all, and being more confident in our decisions that we make. And knowing that, okay, if I make a mistake, then I know what not to do the next time. Or, get back up and try it again. Just try another way. But never woe is me. Never I can't take it anymore. It's always, it should always be, uh, I'm not gonna let this get the best of me. What doesn't break me will only make me stronger. That's another Jay-Z, my
Jeez,
bad.
Jay Z.
Yes. Hey, Jay-Z, if you're watching, just kidding.
Yep, it's coming out. Truth is coming out. One thing I like about life is communication. I like to listen to people. I like to understand people' problems. I like to understand where they're coming from. I like to be there. It's like I think I done lived behind my means already. Nothing interests me about my life. It's about everybody else. And in my early years, I used that as a crutch. Is I'm saying that right?
Mhm.
Because you know I could be all over the place with my mind sometimes.
Mhm.
But nowadays, I look at it as though I was put here for a reason. I was put here to understand, not to lead, but to help, to be there. So that's one of the reasons why I came with Everything Philly, because I am everything Philly, the good, the bad, the impossible, the failures, the wins, the losses, the happiness, the sadness, the streets, the business. Everything about Philly is who I am. And I take pride in that. So through my 56 years in life, I want to give back. I want to get back what I learned. A lot of the young kids say, "Oh, old head, you scared now. Prison is scared you." Yeah, it scared me straight. I don't never want to go back there again. I don't want to be told what to do, when to do it, how to do it. I'd rather be on these streets of Philadelphia, struggling, making my own way. That's what we gotta learn how to do. We gotta learn how to be who we are, find our way, and be happy with it. Don't try to live by anybody else means, by anybody else thoughts. Be you. Be who you are. You're unique in your own way. The weirdest people, the nerdiest people, are the richest people in the world because they wasn't afraid to do what they wanted to do. They stepped out of the box, took that chance, and made it.
Taking that risk. I'm not from Philly, but they say it's not where you're from, it's where you at.
He's
So
a
I've
Bama.
and guess what? Yes, I am VA Southern Belle all day, and I love it. But I
Mhm.
also love Philly. I ran through down south so fast it was time for me to go. But I used to always come to Philly in the summertime to visit. So I was always had a little bit of Philly in me just because my family was here. But I love Philly, and I feel like my purpose here now that I am here is to support Philly in being that best state that there is. I teach here. I've been teaching here for over 20 years. So I definitely have a connection with our youth, and I'm passionate about making sure that our youth are afforded the opportunities that any other city or any other county has. So that's my purpose of being here in Philly, being here on this podcast, just sharing the love of Philly and wanting to give back.
I thought your purpose in Philly was to meet me.
Well, I'm not saying
Got her. Got her. She's
got me.
choking.
It wasn't my purpose because when I first came to Philly, I didn't know you, but it was meant for me to be here in Philly because while I was here, I met you.
Ran away and came back again. And now you're stuck for life.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere this time.
Nowhere.
Nope.
That's a Philly.
It's a Philly thing.
Mhm.